Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad, Peep Squad. Hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video, tell me what's on your mind. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the situation with Young Berg. He's out here. I mean, he's just food out here in these streets. Every time you turn around, a few years go by, Young Berg gets robbed. Then every time you turn around, Young Berg is being accused of hitting a woman and putting his hands on a woman too as well. So it's like so many different stories with Young Berg. But I remember, I believe it was '07 or '08 that he was in his house, and he was about attempted robbery or something like that was happening, and it was two women, and the situation went ham. And it's like every time you turn around, there's videotapes of him being outside in California being robbed too as well. So basically, he's like food for people out here in these streets. They always want to take from him, even though, he's a rapper. He has, some gangster lyrics, and he's a hit maker. He makes music, but still no one gives him that respect. I think Young Berg needs to retire his penis and only use it for one person. He needs to get married and settle down, because every time you turn around, there's something going on with some type of woman that is his jump off, his side piece, someone he's not in a relationship with, that be coming into his house, to get down and get nasty and dirty. And then on top of that, then they turn around and want to eat off him and take off him. So it is what it is. But if he was smart, he would have just hold that lady there, at his house, instead of, going in on her. But he alleges that he was, taken advantage of, that he was being assaulted. So basically, Young Berg was at home. He invited one of his pieces over, one of his lady callers, one of his lady friends, and she came over. She tried to get him to go out there in the hot tub, but it was too hot to go out there in the hot tub, allegedly. They had some physical contact, some physical intimacy, and then all of a sudden, Young Berg said the young lady, her name is Talia Taddy or something like that. That's her name. And she just started attacking him, punching him, and slapping him repeatedly. And then I guess he started to defend himself. And then he looked on his cameras, and he seen that somebody was trying to come up in his house. He seen that, he realized he was about to be set up. He was about to be food again. But I don't know why he put his hands all over that lady like that. But it is what it is. So on Young Berg's Instagram, people are coming for him like you wouldn't believe. They're coming for him. They're calling him a woman beater, because this ain't the first time we hear the story about Young Berg putting his hand on a woman. And this case, the woman was allegedly trying to rob him, but the damages that she got on her face is a whole lot. He could have restrained her, held her down until the police came, had them come take care of that business, and he probably wouldn't be getting sued. But now most likely he is. And this is the footage of Young Berg's home while he's inside fighting with Talia, the men or trying to get into his house. And there's a lookout too. There's three guys. And when these guys tried to come in, it triggered the alarm system. And Young Berg said that he was looking at Talia's phone, Latalia phone, or whatever her name is. He was looking at her phone, and he saw that she was communicating with gentlemen and trying to give them her location. I was like, Lord have mercy. So he kind of woke up. But it's alleged that he put pistol whipped the young lady. I was like, Lord have mercy. Her name is Tally. Allegedly, he pistol whipped her too as well. And he said that allegedly she was pistol whipped because he was trying to defend himself. So he had to pull out a gun and beat a woman. Like, that don't make no sense. He couldn't restrain her. He had to get a pistol to hit her. You know what I mean? Like, that don't make no sense. I guess he was having flashbacks of all the times that he has been food out here for people in the streets. And I was just like, Lord have mercy, Young Berg. I don't know what you need to do, but you need to stop, because, it's not good for your career. You know, it's like, yo, who do you be having up in your house? Who do you be having with you? Every time you turn around, somebody's trying to take advantage of you or take money from you or rob you, pistol whip you, take your transformer chain, take your Batman chain, just take your chain. You need round the clock security. You need more than the ADT system. You know what I'm saying? You need to have somebody there to protect you so you didn't have to pistol whipped this young lady. You know, even though it's alleged that you saying that she's trying to rob you and everything, but you know, she don't got nothing to lose. You got a whole lot to lose. And so we're gonna see how that's gonna pan out, if he's gonna press charges, you know, how they're gonna look at that situation. Is the young lady gonna press charges against young Berg? Young Berg is not locked up, he's not in jail. Right now the police are doing an investigation on the situation, but she looks really messed up. I mean, Lord have mercy. Like, damn. So allegedly, while she was in there getting manhandled by young Berg, where he could have just restrained her, down 911 or whatever. You know, she was in there getting pistol whipped and everything else like that. And the burglars couldn't get inside, you know, young Berg's house because he has a thick chain. He has locks on the doors and everything. They couldn't kick it down. They tried to kick it down, but shit, she was supposed to unlock one of the doors so they can get in. She was supposed to entice Berg so much that she go unlock the door, leave a door open, leave a window up, leave something for them to get in so they could probably protect her because, you know, no money, no nothing. And they got the guys on camera, on videotape, so all they got to do is zoom in and they probably gonna get their face and see what they look like. And we're gonna see what happened with the situation, because if they charge her with allegedly setting up a robbery, a home invasion, she might give these men name up to as well. And you know, they are upset with her because, you know, they didn't get the lick that they wanted to get. So this is a crazy situation. Like, Lord have mercy. Berg, you need to just relax and lay down. You need to find one woman that you can trust, that can sign an NDA. You got all her information, know who she with, what she with, and basically she got her own pockets too as well, because every time you turn around, you are becoming a statistic. I mean, you got more police reports than anybody. I was like, damn, she really looks bad. She got really tore up big time, for real, for real. And so young Berg released a statement basically trying to defend himself because, you know, he got music coming out. He is supposed to be working with Tamar Braxton and everything else like that. He was like, I could have lost my life. I could have been hurt. I could have been killed. Anything could have happened to me. You better be careful who you mess with. You better be careful who you let around you. You should have been known that out of all the times that, you know, you've been, you know, filling out police reports and, you know, telling people your side of the story when an incident or a situation goes down with you and involving, you know, transformers and Batman chains and chains like that. So it is what it is with that situation. We already know that young Berg was caught up in a situation when it comes to Masika, allegedly putting his hands on Masika because his credit card declined when he was out partying and chilling. And so therefore him and Masika was dating for a little bit when he was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And the Hitmaka, young Berg, was, you know, he was getting around. He was with Hazel E. Then he messed with Tiara Marie, and then he ended up messing with Masika. So, well, I guess this is a throwback picture when Little Fizz got along with Omarion, you know? So it is what it is. And so we have that situation where young Berg allegedly attacked Masika and everything else like that. And basically, you know, but he be out here, he be putting his hands on women. That's one thing. And that might be his karma for everything that goes down and happened to him, because Lord have mercy, every time you turn around, there's always something going on with young Berg. He's always been. And this is another robbery.
Bro, I don't know, my nigga. I don't fucking know, my nigga. Did he hit you with the gun? Huh? Bro, y'all ain't see shit, my nigga? Y'all didn't see two niggas running here with a gun, my nigga?
No.
We was all in the room, bro.
We're in the
How
room.
the fuck y'all letting motherfuckers run in, nigga?
I'm filming here.
Fuck, my nigga.
I got him on camera.
So he was chilling with A1 and Lyrica, and somebody pistol whipped him and took stuff from him. Again, took something from him and assaulted him. So, you know, he'd be having flashbacks. So it seemed like that young lady Tally, she ended up, you know, paying for all the licks that happened to young Berg. He took it all out on her. Because did you see her face? Yes, he did. He took it all out on her, everything. So he was chilling with, you know, A1 and Lyrica, and then that situation went down. I was just like, Lord have mercy. And he talked about that situation, and then on top of that, a UK rapper robbed Youngbird of his Batman chain too as well. I'm like, damn. And then the dude bragged about it, and then threatening Youngbird afterwards. And then allegedly Trick and his people, they came through and they took Youngbird's transformer chain. And I was like, Lord have mercy. Trick didn't take it, but his friends, his boys, the people that he rode with, took Youngbird's chain. So Youngbird be like food out here in these streets for these people. I mean, they just, they hit him up. And a lot of people say that he has a nasty attitude. I don't know if he does. On TV, he comes off kind of cocky, but it's TV and things like that. He's been in the game, in the industry for a long time, and he still does not get the respect from other rappers and other people that are in the same business as him. This is Trick. They just take what they got. He be showing that he got money, he got chains, he got all types of stuff. And you know what? They be like, let me just take it from, Youngbird. I'm not cool. I'm not down with people robbing people because that's wrong. You work hard for your shit. You don't want nobody to take it. But at some time and point, you have to take some measures to protect yourself. And it seems like this is not going to be the last. It's 2020. Maybe 3 years from now, we'll hear another story. But at least he left with his life. He didn't get hurt, but he did hurt the female. And a lot of people are saying that Youngbird, he won't fight a man, but he will fight a woman and things like that. And people are really going to his Instagram and calling him a woman beater too as well. Hot 97 basically said he pistol whipped a girl and everything else like that. And basically they threw him under the bus. And then Youngbird had to drop the footage that he was being robbed. So you guys tell me what you think about the situation. I'm just like, yo, you could do a lot more. You have a history of putting your hands on women, even though this woman allegedly was involved in trying to set you up. And, he must have blacked out because, damn, look at her face. Like, I'm not, she ain't right for what she did, but damn, look at this. She learned a hard lesson today or yesterday, whatever day that, that incident took place. She done learned a hard lesson. Them dudes couldn't even get over the fence. They couldn't even get in. Their kick wasn't powerful enough. They wasn't prepared. But what if they would have came in the house and took his life or shot him or anything else like that? It could have went terribly wrong. It could have been, we could report an RIP about Youngbird. So hopefully he gets it together and just find one person to just be with, because the girls that you're choosing, the women that you're choosing, you're always in a situation. Find somebody that you're compatible with and someone that don't want to take from you and rob you. Peace. I'm out. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples.